Welcome back to another edition of the collection here at Jeffin' Around, where I give you a peek into my Quentin Tarantino film prop collection. Last time, we took a look at my Reservoir Dogs collection. As you can see right here, Mr. Blonde's shoulder holster from Reservoir Dogs, the one he's wearing in the very same scene, the infamous ear torture scene. Then we also had this, which this one took me a while to locate. This is a button worn on their server in the intro scene. You can see it way off in the distance on the server when Mr. White is looking through Joe's black book. On the last one, I did have some people in the comments asking if I had the certificate of authenticity. Well, yes, I do. They are located right here on the back. I have those right here. Certified, authentic, and screen used. And if you look here, you can see some of the black tape used in production to make it fit Michael Madsen's exact size. And then here you see another piece. And then when it was getting framed, this piece of the tape came off. So this is back there preserved with the COAs. Another little piece of production, piece of the tape holding it to fit Michael Madsen's size. So today, I thought I'd give you a look at my From Dusk Till Dawn props. Written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Robert Rodriguez, also starring Quentin Tarantino in the first half of the movie alongside George Clooney as the Gecko brothers. In my opinion, it feels like two different movies. The first half completely feels like a Tarantino film with the dialogue, with the action, and with the scenery and the acting. It has that Tarantino feel. And then once the vampires make their presence known, it becomes a completely different movie. And then, in my opinion, it feels more like a Robert Rodriguez movie. Also, in my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of Tarantino's acting, particularly in, say, Pulp Fiction. When he directs himself, I sense a little lagging in his lines. Now, I think his best performance was in From Dusk Till Dawn as Richie Gecko. And part of that's probably due to Rodriguez directing him. His other ones, he tends to just over the top, his own rants take over the scenes he's in. And it just kind of takes you out of the story. So with this one, I feel was Tarantino's best performance. He was just so creepy. Oh, he was great in From Dusk Till Dawn. Firstly, we have that preacher's ID of Jacob Fuller, played by Harvey Keitel. We never exactly get a clear look at the ID. This is all we pretty much get of it in the movie. George Clooney holding it up in the RV. Now, I was hoping to look at the ID and find some real locations, but unfortunately, so it shows here, Jacob Fuller, 1184 West Kane Street, Austin, Texas. It doesn't give a zip code. Church of Jesus. So that's not his home address. That's where the church resides. Now, I looked up this address on Google Maps. I was hoping to find something there, but unfortunately, West Kane Street, especially spelled that way, I haven't tried other spellings, but it doesn't exist in Austin, Texas. The closest to Austin that I can find a Kane Street spelled the same way looks to be like an hour or so out of town where that red dot is in relation to Austin up top there in a town called Luling, Luling, Texas. So that's the closest we have, and it didn't designate east or west, just Kane Street, Cain. That's the closest we have of a Kane Street to Austin, Texas. And as you see here, producer Lawrence Bender, longtime associate of Tarantino, is the bishop who is signed at the bottom. So wow, I can't really read that. That doesn't look like this is Lawrence Bender in the signature. I don't know. Maybe that's his autograph. And then next, we have this. This is the registration sticker that's on the RV. As you can see here from the film. So how did I come across these artifacts, these movie props? Well, back in 2009, I was on eBay a lot looking for film props, and sure enough, movie warehouses were selling film props in auction. And that's where I came across these, and that's where I came across my Reservoir Dogs shoulder holster and other props. And again, here we have our certificates of authenticity in the back. So here we've got our paperwork and our certificate of authenticity. So although it's not his license, it's his ID, technically it's kind of his preacher's license. So in a sense, we've got a little bit of license and registration right here in this display. On our next edition of the collection, I'll give you a peek into my props from Jackie Brown, which haven't been framed yet. Although they have been given a layout, so they will all fit together in one frame. It's just waiting on me to get a plaque for it is all. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're subscribed, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're not, I hope you consider subscribing and check out some more Jeffing around. Normally I do just some vlogging, see what's going on in my town, Orlando, and hit up some other events for the time being. Eventually, I would like to bring this channel on to some travels. I hope you guys tune in and stick around. Thanks for watching. As the sun slowly sets in the west, we bid you a fine farewell.